Okay, so what I'm going to do today is actually show you how to um, dehydrate onions for different uses at a later date. Say if you have a bunch left over in the garden, or you see them on sale at the store, or maybe you've bought in too many, as they usually sell them in bunch. And even with a person that likes to eat a lot of them, I don't ever really finish the entire bunch. So what I have here is a couple of green onions, or scallions, like I said. Some people call them scallions, spring onions. They're not actually grown in the spring. They do start in the spring, but they don't really form a giant bulb per se on the bottom. It's normally just a little bulbed end which is attached to roots, which have actually clipped off the roots and the excess green that normally is on top of the onion. And the reason I trim the green on top of the onion, and some people like to, actually use them, before dehydrating. They use them. They almost add them like to potatoes and stuff, like chives, or they'll use it to sprinkle on their salad or what have you. But today we're actually going to discard those along with the roots, and we're going to show you how to dehydrate the onion. Okay, and so what we've done is we've actually taken a pair of regular scissors from the drawer, or shears, or you can use a knife, and we've taken the roots off the end of the onion, and then we took the extended greens that were on the top and left a little bit on the top there, because it has actually a little bit more a slightly different taste than the actual white part of the onion. It's not so strong. It's a little more of a mild taste to them. And so what you do with them after you've taken and cut everything off, there's always this thinner stalk or layer on the outside, you can see, and it peels right off. And now what that does is it actually reveals a more more of a edible substance. I mean, it's all edible, but it just looks a little more pleasant and inviting than with the outer layer on the onion. Okay, so here we are 24 hours after I put the cleaned and washed scallions or green onions into the dehydrator. We clipped off the roots and we cleaned them up really well, as long as trim the green tops here. And remember, by trimming these green tops, it kind of helps keep the excess green of turning brown and burning. Essentially, it will be over dehydrated and start to taste a little funny. It will look like green and white straw, just like you see here. Now you can do many different things with these, just as you can with any other type of dehydrated vegetable. I use them in soups and add them to marinades, or I blend certain ones together to make spices for rib rubs, or just sprinkle on top of mashed potatoes or rice or whatever. I do use this here, which is a personal size food processor or a personal size blender. I see that actually using the smaller ones tends not to let them blow around inside the machine as much and pulverizes them a lot quicker. Of course, you can always take them out and snip them with the scissors, and to the size that you'd like, or whatever consistency you'd like. You can keep them safe in a Ziploc bag, or maybe a jar, a sealed jar. It doesn't really matter, as long as you label the date on them, because you want to eat them in the order that you completed the dehydration process. That way you're not eating the newer ones first and the older ones last. As long as it's 70% dehydrated or better, it is ready for storage and is good for up to 5 years before it becomes a little iffy. But if you fully dehydrate them for 24 plus hours, I mean, they're pretty much good forever. There's not really an expiration date on it. So yeah, enjoy and be creative. Maybe use this machine for more than just the onions. Maybe try hot peppers or beef jerky even, which is a completely different process, and I will cover in another video. Have a great day.